Morning. This morning we're in Alnwick and we're doing the Pastures Parkrun. As you saw with that footage, we have a view from our room of the castle and the course. So we're just going to walk there now. Really simple. Just walk down this road here, over Lion Bridge, and then of course is on the right. This is Lion Bridge, and the parkrun is in that field. I can just see the start sign up there already, or is that the finish? Can't remember. Morning parkrunners and parkrun stats. We're at the Pastures Parkrun in Alnwick. Event 264 today, and it's the 11th of October 2025. First event was 12th of January 2019 and they had 205 finishers. They averaged 69, last week 79, but I've seen a few weeks where they've had well over 100. Average time is 30 minutes 22. Record attendance 205, that was event 1, 12th of January 2019. Lowest attendance 15, event 42, 14th of December 2019. Male record 15:48, female record 19 minutes and 2 seconds. My stats, my 403rd park run and 247th location. Postcode NE661NG. We're obviously stopping in the hotel, but on the road at the side in between the hotel and the castle as you go down, there's limited parking on there. And a small car park beyond Lion Bridge, which I covered where the bridge is. It says do not park obviously on the bridge because it's single file traffic over there. It doesn't mention on the website a cafe, but I did see that people seem to go to Bailey's in Alnwick, so I'll ask them, we'll probably go there. No toilets. Course is off-road, on grass pastures. Outstanding views of the castle, follows a field and then a fence, returns along the river. They do have an alternative course. It looks like we're on the standard course today, and it says you can bring buggies but only suitable for off-road buggies. Course starts at the top of the hill, not a big hill, then it's like nearly 3 laps, but then rather than run along the side of the riverbank on the 3rd lap you just take a short little right turn and still run in the same direction to the finish here. This is a field, just the next field up that the alternative course is in. You can see the volunteers behind me just here. If you want to volunteer, always appreciated. They did have a few that were ill this morning, so they were a little bit short, they said, so they had to get here, a few of them early, to set up the course, but looks like we're still okay to go ahead.
Good morning, welcome to the Pastures Parkrun, which is our next parkrun, most northerly in England, so that's a tick in that box if you collect it. Okay, so the course description. So we start in line with the sign there, yeah, head in this direction. You run along the fence line. Eventually you'll come to an orange cone and a tree, and Jim is the marshal there. So at that point you'll do a right, you'll run through down in the winter it is a boggy area, but at the moment it's very dry. Come back in February, it'll be very different. You'll be up to your calves in mud, but it is dry at the moment, so please just be careful underfoot. It's bobbly, it's holy. So through what is going to be the bog towards the river, there'll be another cone up the river. Don't go into the river, you do another right turn and follow the river path right the way along here. Underneath the trees you'll come to another cone, and then you'll head up the hill to another cone. Please keep outside the orange cones, yeah, and then back along. That is one loop. All right, you do the same again, 2 loops. Third time round, see the yellow sign down there? There will be a marshal called Chris. Guys who are finishing on their third time come up through the finish funnel here. Okay, and obviously if you're not on your third time, you'll go round again. Yeah, does that make sense? 2 3/4 times round. So up the hill and through the finish funnel there. So hazard. The cows were in here until yesterday, I think. There is loads of cow pads, guys. I've tried to move the finish funnel so you don't actually run through any, but it might happen, so please be aware. Slippy, lots of bobbles in the ground, lots of holes. It's a cross-country course. It is very dry, so you won't get too muddy today. Okay, usual rules: under 11s please, within grasping distance of the responsible adult. Dogs, handheld lead please. We have had a few people with waist leads which causes a few issues, so handheld lead and short lead as well. Okay, do I have any first time ever park runners here? No, so everyone knows about barcodes and such like. That's good. Tourists, let's have a shout out for tourists. Where from, guys? Have we got anyone from far afield? Southampton? Canada, did someone say? No? Leicester, Lancashire, London and Edinburgh. Edinburgh's not too far there, is it? Yorkshire. And Yorkshire. Fab. Okay, folks. Milestones. Have we got anyone celebrating any milestones? I have heard we have got Carl here, who's getting married today. Congratulations. It's a fantastic way to start your marriage, I would say. Okay.
So we're just moving back, like you said, to where the start line is. Everyone seems to be moving well back. I don't want to be too close to the front today. So we go, so now facing ready to start. And we're off. You start at the highest point, but don't make you think that's hilly. They call it a hill, but I would call it just a short incline at the end of the lap. Before you get to the start, you just come up a slight hill, which I would call an incline. It's very uneven underfoot on this course. The cows have obviously been in the field and left deposits for us everywhere, and it looks like sheep have been in as well, and rabbit holes. It's hard to follow someone really close. You just need to be watching where you place your feet. So it's a slightly downhill start just to that point there, and then there's just the slightest rise here, and it's almost flat again by now, and then it's going to be fairly flat, maybe just the slightest decline to the far end of this field. Perfect running conditions today as well, just cool but not too cold as we head into autumn. As you can see, it's thinned out a little bit more. I can just move over to this right hand side. I can see far enough ahead to see where I'm running and where I'm planting my feet, but I feel like I've had a really steady start at this point, which is quite nice. I do enjoy that sometimes. And obviously I've not run this course before, so I know roughly where it goes, but I don't know what the course is like exactly, apart from the slight incline just at the end of the first lap. The course is actually 2 full laps, and then on the 3rd lap, I'll mention it when we get round, there's a board that says laps 1 and 2 straight on, lap 3 to the right, and it's just slightly to the right, like 30 degrees to the right, and you just go up the slightest incline, maybe a third of the height of the total incline on the course to finish. And the finish, once you've just gone over that bit of incline, you actually go slightly down for the last maybe 60-70 feet. I suspect some of these people passing were just blocked in a little bit maybe at the start. The grass is quite short here, it's quite, even though it's very uneven, it's not bad to run on, but you can pass people if you just go off to the side. But as you can see, the grass is just that little bit longer there, it's just that bit trickier to run on there. So here we are, you can see the runners in front starting to go to the right. This is the turning point.
Thank you, Marshall.
To go around the cone, then we're heading down to the river. I suppose if the way Alnwick is spelt, this is must be the River Ann, spelled A-L-N, but not pronounced like that. Again, it's just a little bit busy just here, just struggling to get past this guy. Don't want to go too close to the edge, it's a lot more uneven than it looks. And molehills as well now at this point in the course, as well as rabbit holes and other hazards. As we come along here, I'm told in winter this gets very boggy here. I'm just going to go, where do we go? Oh, I should have gone down there, going to have to jump across there. I suspect that's full of water in winter, that little bit. Just need to beware on the next lap round, just go immediately left where the cone was. I thought the cone was warning us not to go that way. So you can just see in the distance, just to the left of the map in the picture, that's Alnwick Castle. Again, this return leg along here is pretty flat really. Maybe just the slightest little bit of incline on a few little parts of it, maybe more towards when we get to the end of here, but it feels pretty flat. I feel like I can start to just pick my pace up a little bit now. See the castle to the left there. Water, it's very calm this morning. So again, I'm feeling okay at this pace. I know we've got this little incline at the end of this lap, so like I said, I've just picked up my pace a little bit. I'm going to see what I feel when I get to the top of the incline, and then it's just 1 lap, and then probably 4/5 of a lap to the finish. Little cone on the ground there was a hole in the ground. They put those out where they can spot things as they've walked around and done the course check this morning. So you can hear the sign, laps 1 and 2 straight on. And then you just run just to the right, just here you can see that cone. It just goes up that slight little incline there. And the finish is by these trees on the right. You can see where we're running just along the worn out bit of the path just here. And it's not easy just to stay. You can see the lady in front swapping left to right, and I'm doing exactly the same. You just get on a bit of path, then it seems to run out and you have to switch to the bit of the path to the side of you.
Thank you, Marshall.
Totally dry as we go through these trees. It's worth mentioning that the dew this morning on the grass, I've got road trainers on, it's just a little bit slippy in parts as well. Maybe trail shoes are better at this time of year. Certainly, well, from the way the locals described it in winter, I don't think any trail shoes are suitable.
Thank you, Marshall.
They call this Henry's Heartbreak Hill, I think, but the camera actually makes it look for once like a hill, but it is really just a short incline, that's all. You can see in front people are still managing to just run up here pretty easy. Just once we get to this cone up here and we'll turn to the right, that's the top of it now. So like I say, it's only a short hill, not much to it. And that's, as we cross this bit just here, that's one lap done now. There's this is the start line just there. Now we can start our second lap. I was just trying on that first lap when I picked my pace up, see if I could stay with these, I think the first two ladies, but the other lady that I passed seems to be disappearing off into the distance, and I'm struggling to stay with this lady here as well. I don't know if she's set off steady like me and then she's picked her pace up as well. So again, this little bit here from the start, it's just downhill here. This little bit you can just let your legs go just a tiny little bit. And then we're just going up slightly just here, but it's so shallow the incline that you don't really notice it. Unlike at this point, you're up that little incline and it's either flat or maybe slightly down to the far end of the course. Very straight from the start, this first path along here as well. It's probably each lap must be, if it's just like 2 4/5 of a lap, each lap must be just over a mile. Otherwise we wouldn't get the distance in, because you do just finish that bit shorter on the third lap. Still feeling okay at this pace. I think it's the sort of surface, it's hard to actually, I find it hard to run really fast on this kind of course. But sort of watching out where you're placing your feet does take your mind off being tired. Tail walk here.
Thank you,
A
tail
couple of
walker.
people walking. Later on in the video, I will sort of after the run, I'll mention that, I think I mentioned in the video about the coffee shop, that the one they went to is closed, and there are plenty of others in Alnwick. We actually ended up going to the one called Henry's. It's only small, but we all got in there, and all the volunteers were in there as well. It was a very nice little coffee shop. So at this point now, I can see this lady in front is disappearing off, spaced out. I can't hear anyone behind me at this point. That doesn't mean there isn't someone there, but I'm just doing my own thing now, trying to run at my pace. It's hard to run much faster than that. Well, I find it hard to run much faster than I am, just because of the type of ground that it's on. So we're now back down at the river, running along the edge of the river. Just got to remember to go over where the cone is this time and not try and run past it. I've seen someone else's video of this course and it looked an absolute mud fest along here. It looked horrendous in winter. I'm glad I've come at this time of year. So you can see where people are going left. I just need to take the correct route this time. I think there were just so many people last time, I was just not sure where to go, so Just go to the left of this cone, just a little dip down and up again, and then we're back on the riverbank. I think Gardy said somewhere as well, when it rains, there's like some natural spring sort of pops up, the water comes out and comes across the course here as well. You do have an alternative course, it's in the field just to the right of this. So as you start, it will be in the direction you go, it will be field on your left. I'll mention it when we get back round. And that's if the cows or the sheep are in this field, they use the alternative course. Which reminds me, when I did Beverley Westwood, the cows were actually in the field when we did that park run, and we still went ahead and did it. But maybe they must just alternate between the different fields. There's quite a big gap opened up in front now. I think this might be it now towards the finish. I don't think I'm going to catch anyone up now. I'm not sort of on a course like this, I'm not looking at my watch. I had a friend did it a few weeks ago who in general at the moment is faster than me. We're very closely matched, but he's just that bit faster than me at the moment. It seems to ebb and flow between the two of us. And I think he was about 22:44, somewhere around there, I'm not sure. So I'm not expecting to be any faster than that today really. And I did have a steady start as well. We're just coming up to the point now where this sign is, laps 1 and 2 straight on. Next time round we'll just go like maybe just to the right of this marshal. There are all cones laid out up there where it goes. You can see those two there. There's actually a lot of little cones just to the right that you follow. There's like some left and right, so it's easy to see where the finish is when you go right there. So now I'm here as well, it's a little bit easier to run along this path. I've not got someone in front of me. I can see ahead, see when to switch over to, like here, to the best bit of the path to run on. It would be quite difficult on here if it was crowded to get past plenty of people. Odd people, just the odd person, yeah, it's not too difficult to get past. I'm just looking up now, just suddenly realised I could see this guy in front's a little bit closer. I must have just slowly caught him up, running along the riverbank. Too busy looking at the castle and the river to notice where I was and how I was catching someone up. So as we get along here and turn right, this is the last time up this hill, so I'm going to put a bit of an effort in this time, knowing that it's long downhill afterwards.
Thank you.
Like I say, I don't mind hills. Quick look back there, I can't see anyone behind me at all. I'm just trying to push up this hill. Yeah, I'm getting much closer to this guy. Maybe I can catch one more person up before the finish. My wife here, just walking around today. She didn't feel like running. So there we are at the top. I caught this guy up and then he seems to have picked his pace up a little bit there. I'm going to try now just to push my pace a little bit more as we go down here. See if I can maybe catch this guy up at all. Like I say, this bit's slightly downhill now. So nicely spaced out now, it's easy to run where you want to run on the best bit of the surface. I think that first lap when we started I was on the rough grass at the side. Still feeling okay at this pace, feel like I've got plenty left actually. It's that kind of course where I can't give it 100%, I don't think. I'd go over on an ankle. I think I just caught him up a tiny little bit just here, but I think he's running a very similar pace to me, but we'll see where we are when we get towards the finish. I do like to think I have a good sprint finish sometimes. Not that it looks any faster when you look from the outside, but it feels like I'm doing a sprint finish. We seem to be very evenly paced at this point. It's just on that, I was catching him up, but now I don't seem to be getting any closer. Made up the distance going up the hill. Sun's coming up now as well. You can see the long shadow on the guy in front as well. Maybe if I'm this close at the finish I can try and pass him then. Depends what sort of finish he's got as well. We obviously seem to be very evenly matched at this point. There's probably just less than a kilometre to go now. And maybe he picked up, maybe you can hear my breathing as forcing him to push a bit harder because he can hear me. I think we're all the way along this field now. I've not got any closer to him at all, really. I've certainly got something left if I need it, if this was the finish coming up now, so I'll just keep pushing like this and see how we get on.
Thank you, Marshall.
Here we go round that corner, just head down to the river.
Well done, runner, and well done, dog.
Saying well done there to the lady and the dog. Yeah, I seem to have just caught this guy up. He's a bit uneven on here. Maybe he doesn't enjoy running on this kind of terrain. It's not too easy to pass at this point either. It's pretty narrow just here, but you could pass if you really needed to. Yeah, I've suddenly got very close to this guy now, so that's good. I'm going to see if I can just get past him now. Just give him a bit of encouragement. It's not far to the finish. Remember, left of the cone, down this dip. And I'm trying to just push that little bit more. It's not too far to the finish now.
Well done, everyone.
Tail Walker again.
Thank you, Tail Walker.
Lovely views on this course as well as you run around looking at the castle and the river. And you can also see something called the Treehouse Restaurant. That was a lovely place to eat. I'm not sure whether that guy had passed how close he is to me. I'm just looking now and I can see the shadows, the long shadow. I can't see his shadow down on the ground, so maybe he's dropped back a little bit. Maybe he's doing what I quite often do, between 3 and 4 kilometres, where it's like I seem to struggle at that point. My minutes per kilometre seems to drop off sort of 20 seconds for that one and then pick it up towards the end again. Imagine as well in winter when there's a lot of rain, this river could come up over onto the course here. Maybe they have to cancel sometimes. I'm not sure. I'll maybe ask that if I can remember. I'll ask that at the end. So here we're coming now to the point where we split off to the right. Let's see if we just go to the right of this sign, just here in the right of the marshal. And then there's cones on the ground where you can see the path where people have run. Slight incline going up just here, but not too bad. Now trying to, you can see more cones here as well. Quick look back, can't see the guy anywhere behind me. He's obviously struggled on that last half a kilometre. So we're over the heights a little bit. It's now going down. See the finish. So a slight decline just here in the path means you can, effort I put in, I can maintain and keep going. Keep going, push to the line. Cross the line. Get my token. P12, same as last week. I was P12 last week, and 22:16. That's not a bad time on this course at all. I'm really pleased with that. That was a good effort on a tough course.
P12 and 22:16. Really happy with that. See, finish funnel is there. Get your token at the end, and then barcode scanning just as you come through the finish funnel.
Well done. Course review really is on a day like today a beautiful, stunning course. All grass. Today fairly firm, but I'm told in winter it can be very, very muddy at points on the course. It was a bit slippy. I had road shoes on today. A few little bits where the moisture on the grass early in the morning, the dew, made it slippy. There's a slight, at the end of the first lap, end of the second lap, a hill that you go up, but it's not really a steep hill. It's only short as well. Surprisingly faster than I thought I would be on a course like this, because you're having to watch your foot placement constantly, just for the cowpats, sheep droppings and rabbit holes, and quite uneven underfoot in various parts and things, especially a lot as you come back along down by the river. But yeah, beautiful course, made even better by the weather and the views that you get. So the coffee shop that they normally go to is closed down, unfortunately. Said there are some others, but they're quite small. There are at least three. But they said they have heard there is another one opening up maybe in a month, something like that. So we're stopping in a hotel, so we're going to go back to there for breakfast anyway, but we'll venture into town this afternoon to look round, go around the castle, things like that. So that's it till next week. Next week I'm off to Northern Ireland to complete the Jordan Challenge of one parkrun in every region, and I think it's Stormont Parkrun we're doing. So this week it's been, I think it's World Mental Health Awareness Day or week this week, and I always think parkrun is great for helping with people's mental health. I know men in general compared to women are rubbish at talking about issues, so I like to just mention it occasionally. If you come to parkrun, maybe just if you see someone stood on their own, just go and talk to them, just ask them, you know, is this your home parkrun, is it first time here, something like that. It just starts the conversation off. And that's all it takes sometimes to help someone, but you know, it's always good to talk to people, and hopefully, you know, one little conversation can help somebody. Here come the volunteers. They've cleared everything up now. It's around 10 o'clock, and that's another parkrun finished for a week. This is the coffee shop that the team come to. It's only small, but we found a table inside, no problem. That's it, that's a wrap.